Okay, it says I'm alive. So I'm alive, and I'm Becky here at FX Creations. And I got an email or text message or something from Herschner the other day. And of course, I bit because why not? And I had some money thanks to a sale that I made. And we can always use more supplies. So Herschners, for anybody that doesn't know, Herschners sells yarn, hooks and needles, and kits. They sell puzzles, all kinds of stuff at Herschners. So in here, if you will recall, I made that cowl. Hi, Safia. You're laughing at the title. And Angie. Hi, guys. The cowl that I made was a premier yarn called Bloom, and that was the chunky yarn that I made that big cowl, and I've put it up somewhere, so I don't know. But then I noticed they have DK weight, so I got a skein of the DK weight in the same colorway so I can make socks because it's DK weight. They probably aren't going to be super stretchy socks, so I'll have to make sure I get them right. And I'm new to sock making and knitting, so this may work out and it may not, or I might just chicken out and say I'll crochet some socks. So we'll see. So I got that. And then I do want to make socks because they look, hi, Dawn. They do look so much prettier than bought socks. So Vicki knows because she bought some of this too. The Wool Select Jacquard, and I got this colorway, and it's called Rainforest, and it's not that dark. My lighting is messed up because I have the evening sun blasting the window. You can see it in the back there. I got the curtains drawn, but between it and the lights, it's coming up a little bit different. I don't know. That's closer, down closer to the white. It's a paler blues, but Easy Care wool blend. And when you make the socks up, they'll look something like that right there. And I would tell you what I paid for these, but I don't. There's the receipt. All right. The Rainforest Wool Select, those were $3.97 a skein, so $7.94. And Vicki has told me it takes 100 grams to make a pair of socks. So these are 50-gram balls. So I got 2 of those. And then I got this here. This is the Premier Bloom as well. Apparently, I forgot I did this. I got the Bloom and the DK weight in several colors. This one's called Hummingbird. And it's more green than it's looking in there. And then I got this one, and I think this one's Hydrangea. Yeah, that's the Hydrangea. And Hummingbird. And then the last one I picked up, I love blues. I got blue eyes, so I love blues. Morning Glory. So I got the Morning Glory, Rainforest, and the Hydrangea. So this one will work up to look like that. And then this one looks like this when it's done. And I am loving this self-striping ability of this Bloom yarn. It really does look like flowers. And let's see what else they've shoved in the bag. I'm going to get rid of that because they've got my address on there 3 different times. So, America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh, 17 free meals, and 3 surprise gifts with my first box. Woohoo! One of those Christmas tree things. I'm not going to order that. St. Jude's wants a donation to help the children. And then they've got these gorgeous puzzles. And I love puzzles. The problem with puzzles, if there's one out on the table, I have to keep it away from the cats when we're not sitting there. And I won't move myself from the table until I've done the puzzle. And so Scott will find me bent over the table in the middle of the night, and I'll just be working a puzzle all night long. But they are fun. My father-in-law used to buy me the 3-dimensional puzzles for Christmas because he knew how much I loved them. He gave me a polar bear. I still have it back in the back. And I know how to take it apart, but it's fun to watch nieces and nephews come and they can't figure out how to even take him apart. And then more jigsaw puzzles. And then, of course, they have to put in, they're having an anniversary extravaganza. So I should not even look at it. Clearance yarns, the Christmas yarn at clearance prices, and Christmas is just around the corner. Oh my goodness. Now I know that Lucas at Lucas Yarns, he's doing a challenge in October for neons, to use neons. I don't know what he's going to do as a giveaway or anything like that, but they've got neons on sale in here. I don't need any more yarn. I have to pack up my stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then Halloween. Woohoo! Halloween highlights. Do not look. Do not look. Of course, I have to look. Oh, and if you like the diamond paintings or the perler perler beads, they've got that in here too. I love this jigsaw puzzle though. Look at that. It's sugar skulls. It is 1,000 pieces. Oh, and they've got a bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas 5-in-1 puzzle multi-pack. You get all of those puzzles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puzzles for $22.99. They've got these little Halloween felt ornaments kit here. You can make like Frankenstein's head. Oh, I love this. This looks like it says a cat pumpkin bench pillow, but it's latch hook. I used to do latch hook. Did anybody else do latch hook? Isn't that a cute bench pillow with the cats? Oh my gosh, I haven't done that in years. I don't need it. I don't need it. So that's the how they get you to order more. No, I hate beer. I despise beer. I think it's nasty. No. If I'm going to have an adult beverage, it's going to be an adult beverage with real alcohol in it. So, look. Now I can make stuff. Each one of these is 656 yards. 656 was my childhood area number. Aww. So yeah, I just love this Bloom yarn, and I got it for, how much did I tell you guys that the Bloom skeins were? $6.97 each. The only other thing, since this is yarn, I'm going to tie something else in before I take off. I think it was last week, Hooked by Robin. If you guys don't watch Hooked by Robin, she's a channel you might want to check out. She put up a tutorial for a new stitch to me, and it was called the Pebble Stitch. And it's I think it's a 5-row repeat, but it works up so cool. Look at the texture on the front of this. That's the front. And then when you look at the back, it's flat. So this side of it's flat, and this is all pebbles. See if I can fold it so you can see the difference. See that this is flat and this is pebbled. So I worked up a sample because I saw it pop up, and I have my t-shirt bowl, and it's got a partial skein of some variegated thrifted yarn. And I said, I'll just work up some stitches, and you can make it any even number, however big you want. This is 32 stitches. a 32 stitch chain. And then I don't know, I can't remember how many rows it is, but I just kept going until I could, fold corner to corner and have a perfect square. And then I got to thinking, that's something I could do, is learn stitches and do these 32 stitches by however long it takes to get this size square. Oh, and this size square worked up to be about 11.5 inches square. So, and make sure if you go, I'll put a link to her video to do this pebble stitch, but she makes note of this, and really pay attention, because you have to, each row, when you start doing the little clustery bits here to make the pebbles, one row you'll start with one single crochet, and then the next time you're working the pebbles, you do 2 single crochets at the beginning and the ending of the row, because you want to offset the pebbles, because if you don't, it'll just do this, and your square won't be square, it'll be like a parallelogram. So you don't want that. So make sure you key into that. That's a note I think is a neat idea. I'm covered up. But this is really dense, very yarn hungry. So if you've got some yarn you just are dying to use up, this pebble stitch is awesome. And I'll put a link to Robin's tutorial. And then the only other thing is I needed some motivation. So you know what I did? I needed to clean the kitchen up. And I just put steel drum music on. Man, that'll lift your spirits and make you happy to do anything. Now, Angie, I'd make you something and send it to you if you'd send me your address. And there's Pam. How's your puppy, Pam? I made some tea. I don't know what I did with it. I made a cup of tea. I mowed the lawn today. I'm hoping it's the last time I will mow it this year. Knock on wood. And then Scott and I we had to go get cat food and cat litter at Tractor Supply, because if you guys don't know, you get your cat food and cat litter if you use we use Frisky Seafood Sensations, but they have all sorts of cat food. Got a 30-pound bag for like $29. So it's about $1 a pound out there compared to the regular grocery store. But I can get a 50-pound bag of Tidy Cat for $14.99. So we went and did that. And then Scott wanted to go to Lowe's, and there's a Lowe's, which is a home supply store. He was looking at our old shed up there, and the beams underneath the very front of it were completely shot right in the middle, so there was nothing really holding the center of the building up in the front. So we went to Lowe's and we got 2 12-foot long treated lumber. And because our bed on our truck is only 6 feet long, we had to open the little window, and we shoved that wood all the way up to the windshield. So it was riding against the windshield, and it was heavy, wet from being treated. It was really dense. You're still feeding her chicken and rice, and she's keeping her water down now. That's good. That's good. But it took us a while to get back home, because I was going slow, because I didn't want to have that wood smash into the windshield or jump up and take the rear view mirror down. So it took us a while, and people were getting angry at us because we were going putt-putting along. And I'm like, we're 60-year-olds. We don't care what you think. And we're not going to damage our truck just because you want to go faster. Yeah, Pam's got a sick puppy. But we got home, and he's already took that boards out, and Greg helped him put the stuff back in place, the new lumber, which is good because that stuff is heavy. Greg's been working on his car today. I'm hoping he's gotten it fixed so he'll have it to drive, because I want to go to the state fair on Wednesday so I can see Greg's photographs in the art show. And I want to go and I want to see all of the, the crafty stuff, because the art and the school art is in one building, and then you have to go over and you can see the sewing and the quilting and the crochet and the baking and all of that is in another building. You could probably hear Scott pounding out there. But yeah, so thanks to the person that bought a hat. I won't name names, but she knows who she is. And she was sweet and sent me a little more than I had asked for. So I was able to buy some yarn that I wouldn't normally be able to get, because I am a thrift store yarn shopper, and I rarely order from like Herschners or what's the other one? Mary Maxim. But yeah, this is going to be a real treat. So anyway, I need to go out and dump a garden wagon full of debris out to the street, and I've got stuff by the garage I need to carry out. So that's what I'm going to go do. Did you step in something?
No, I keep on thinking I've got it out of my shoe and something stabbing the bottom of my foot.
Uh-oh. All right, guys. I think that was it. All right, dear friends, I'm going to let you go, and I will quickly put the link to the tutorial for the pebble stitch over at Hooked by Robin. She has a bunch of stitches. If you're wanting to learn new stitches, check out Hooked by Robin. All right. Oh, and Angie's saying, hi, Aunt Beck's son. That's Greg. Greg is my son.
Yes, I'm Greg.
He's wearing a T-shirt that says, I heart barbecue.
Krista gave me this. I've had this since I was in the Navy.
I know. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.